fragrance always stays in the hand that gives the rose. Hello, and welcome back to Ariadne's Codes of Wisdom. I think we're on episode 16. I might be wrong. I think it will say. I didn't check before I started this. Anyway, so yes, the fragrance of the rose. It's funny that we're talking about a rose right now. I actually just got done not too long ago. The last musical that I played was Beauty and the Beast, all about the rose. So yes, the fragrance. Can you smell it? Can you smell the rose? Always stays in the hand that gives the rose. So straightforward. Once you have the rose in your hand, it will continue to leave its scent there once you give that rose to someone else. When we look a little more metaphorically at that, when we give anything of ourselves, if we're of service to somebody, what do we have to lose? We're not giving away a part of ourselves that wouldn't still be remaining with us. So like one of the very circulated memes, pictures that's around today are like a lot of matchsticks, where you have a matchstick that is still lit, and when it goes to light another one, it remains lit. It doesn't lose its light just because it lit another one. Same thing with a candle, right? It doesn't lose its light. You don't lose anything just because you are giving something away, like sharing your wisdom, or because you're helping somebody in need. The things that you offer to somebody, you're not losing a part of yourself just because you are giving a part of yourself away, just because you're giving part of your heart away. Same thing with like love, right? You, just because you're offering someone love, you're offering someone compassion, you're offering someone, various parts of yourself. Those parts also still stay with you. The essence of those qualities that we're speaking of, love, compassion, the service, the essence of them still remain with you, even when you give them to somebody. If you're talking about monetary things, that gets a little bit trickier because, if you give somebody something of monetary value and you don't have the financial means to do that, if you're really to the point of almost being broke, right, and you give somebody money because they're less fortunate especially than you, then you could become less fortunate than them. That money does not physically stay with you, right? There are a lot of people who believe that what you give will come back to you threefold. Obviously, that's not a proven fact, but the universe has a way of protecting those. That's something that I do believe. The universe has a way of protecting those who give of themselves and who are out to protect others and out to be genuinely giving of themselves. That doesn't mean that just because you're good to somebody that you should necessarily expect everything good to happen to you, or that you should expect well, if I give everything away, then I'm just going to receive it threefold, and I should just go giving all of my money away. No, I mean, you need to be conscientious about it. If you're really so moved by something that you just really feel that somebody is in desperate need of something, monetarily, and it's just a once in a while thing, and you just really feel very convinced that this is your calling and that this is something that you really need to do. If that's a calling from like somewhere else, from, you know, like a higher power, or somewhere in your heart that you're just really truly convinced this person is really truly in need of help, and I truly believe that somehow I will be provided for, and somehow this will come back to me, and I will be okay, even though I really can't afford right now to be giving this money, because I'm in bad times myself right now. But if that's something that you really feel called to do, then I truly believe that that's a higher calling, and that there's a reason for that. Somehow the essence of that goodness that's attached to that finances, that it's kind of like something greater than the actual money, greater than the finances. You know, obviously don't go putting yourself on the street, you know, to be giving your last dollar away to somebody. But, you know, I do believe that there is a larger purpose with something like that. There's not that much more to be said for that, I don't think. I don't think that it goes too much deeper than that. But, you know, don't be so held back because you're afraid to give everything away of yourself. Because it will stay with you. So that's about all I have for you today. And it didn't take me as long, like I promised. It didn't take me quite as long to get back. A little bit longer than it should have, but I got back here. So I hope to see you next time on Ariadne's Codes of Wisdom. Bye. Have a good one.